Damn it. Where's that damn Litwick? Oh, shit. I think it's outside. Go. It's awful dangerous. You know what? Oh, hell, I'll go really fast. Ah, that's the music I like to hear. Adding Litwick to the Pokedex. Uh-oh. Shit. Listen, gang, yep, I just shit myself, so probably won't taste too good. Go away, somewhere else. Oh, shit.
What are you doing out here?
Oh, look, it's a Litwick. Do you have one?
You left the castle for a Pokemon?
You know, Litwick. Litwick. Little white guy with blue candle flame on top.
Just hop on.
Where the fuck is my dad?
He'd better not be fucking my wife.
I already told you, Edgar. Black Ron's with her.
Oh, Black Ron. Why do we call him Black Ron again? We don't know any white Rons. But anyway, he's a good guy. He's a real good guy.
Isn't he banging your wife?
No. No, he's totally gay. Oh, Black Ron. You're so wonderful. Anyway, he is a wonderful house decorator. Or so I hear. I've never actually owned like a real house or anything like that. Maybe an apartment here or there. One time I slept in a fridge for weeks.
Where have you been? And who is that?
My name is Ashley.
Master, is this beautiful girl with, the motorcycle, the machine guns, the chains, that big-ass machete, the severed heads attached to her waist, seems to be worn as some type of trophy. Yeah, that one, the crazy bitch. Is she your plenty of scream state? If so, I would have to wager a guess that you are not getting it in. At least not in the front holes.
I wish.
Damn it! They're all wound up now. They must have seen us come inside. We're in for a fight.
Oh no. Why him?
Not him.
Who's him?
That son of a bitch who stole my leather jacket. Henry.
That son of a bitch who ate my 1 out of 2 pairs of underwear. Henry. Oh, by the way, I've been wearing the same pair of underwear for like 2 weeks, Master.
Dude, I can totally just buy you some. Guess I better let him in. Great. Henry's back from another hunting trip.
You guys have a werewolf in a leather jacket? That's badass, dude.
How's my best friend Henry doing?
Damn it, more zombies. We better have them here for a while. We could be in for a long Thanksgiving.
Damn, it's already Thanksgiving?
Excuse me, hi. I wanted to find out about the unlimited for life guarantee.
Sure. Sprint is guaranteeing unlimited talk, text, and data for life.
Cool. And what if, say, technically you were not alive? Like, maybe you were undead?
Like a zombie.
Whoa, let's not go putting labels on people. I'm a zombie.
Unlimited from Sprint. It's guaranteed for life. Now for only $80 a month.
Warning. The following may be too graphic for some viewers, especially for all you chickens out there. You'll call us the Colonel Sanders to your nightmares. You chickens need to run and hide, for this podcast is way too scary for you. Even for some of you hardcore horror fans, this may be too intense, too blood-curdling for this Thanksgiving spooktacular. You have been warned.
You've been warned.
Back again for another edition of Fears Are Us. And I want to tackle something we probably should have tackled last episode.
Alright, let's do it.
Let's talk about how we got introduced to zombies, our thoughts on zombies, and everything like that. I'll start first. I guess I got into zombies a little bit older while I was in middle school. Didn't really think much of them. And then we saw the movie. I think we went to go see the remake of Dawn of the Dead in theaters. Scared the shit out of me. Still was just kind of, they're okay. And then Land of the Dead is where I started becoming obsessed. When Land of the Dead came out, I started becoming obsessed with the zombies and zombie culture. And then I just dove head first into zombie mania, and was for years. And I started buying all zombie movies I could find. Now Living Dead, Day of the Dead, all that. I just started getting obsessed with it. And then Walking Dead came out, and then I was like, oh,
solidified it.
Yeah, and everybody's like, oh, this is crazy. I'm like, y'all behind. Of course, I mean, there's some people who've been there, probably been zombie fans longer than I've been alive, but that's just for me, this is probably, zombies and slashers are probably my two favorite horror genres, personally. So what about you? How'd you get introduced?
I mean, I'd seen some zombie stuff, but I was never a big fan of it until The Walking Dead. Oh my god. I'd seen Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah.
And it was just like, alright. And I'd seen Day of the Dead?
Which one? It's
the mall one.
Dawn of the Dead.
Dawn of the Dead, okay. And, because I don't think I saw Day of the Dead till way later. But Land of the Dead was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Up to that point, that's probably like the best zombie movie I'd ever seen. It was actually done well.
Well, zombie movie-wise, it might be the best zombie movie.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, it's up there.
For me, it's up there.
Top 3 for sure.
It's up there. And I don't consider Resident Evil a zombie movie because they're more like the virus. They have zombie-like creatures in it, I guess. But
I put it in the genre, but I'm not, huge into it.
And I liked what was the one? I didn't like the running zombies, but I liked how was it 28 Days Later?
They had running zombies.
Yeah. That was done pretty well.
That was okay.
Yeah. But The Walking Dead. Oh my god. Yeah. The Walking Dead. Are you serious?
It changed everything for the
time. My god, that was awesome. Dude, from like, I don't know, the first 30 seconds they had me.
Yeah. The question: how did Z Nation change your ideal on zombies?
Z Nation. Oh my god. Z Nation is. Whew. The same people that make the Sharknado movies.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's something.
Oh, okay.
It's something.
Maybe we'll dive into it one day on the show.
Yeah. I was disappointed in a few seasons of that show, but and I've watched every episode.
I stopped.
5 seasons. I've watched every episode.
I think me and you watched the first 2 seasons, and I stopped.
I was disappointed with season 1 of that one because they kept killing off characters. That You're like, oh, that's a cool character. Boop, they're gone.
Probably contract stuff more than
could be, but
we'll definitely have to dive into that deeper.
Okay.
And we're just going to go ahead and jump into the show.
All right.
Got a bunch of stuff to talk about. We'll say a stuffing full podcast. It's now time for the appetizer of this week's Fears R Us. That means appetizer. We're going to start out with a very nice segment. One of my favorite segments. Trick or Treats. This is where we try a candy each week, and we decide if it's a trick or a treat. And, because, trick or treat, Halloween, scary movies, all related. Gotcha. Okay,
I would hope they got it.
I hope you got it.
What'd you bring for us? Ketchup flavored Peeps.
Nope. Better. 8 cod knoppers. Is that what it says?
8.
Is it cod knoppers?
I don't think it's cod knoppers. What the fuck is that?
8 knoppers.
Is that for real fish or something?
Does it say fucking fish?
No.
You
said cod knoppers.
It's milk hazelnut wafer. I thought it said water.
Why the hell did you get so many?
8 came in a pack. I don't know.
Okay.
I was on the candy aisle, and I was like, let's try something I've never seen before.
Well, I've never seen that either.
I was like, I don't know what the fuck this is, so I grabbed it and ran.
I've never had it. Cod knopper.
Everybody's gonna be like, I don't know what the fuck they're eating.
They're called knoppers. Knoppers. Okay.
I don't know how to open it. It's like a fucking Rubik's Cube.
What the hell? How is that?
Did you eat them all?
Yeah, you have to eat them all in one sitting.
Fuck, it's a gauntlet of candy.
What the fuck? How is that? It must be some kind of,
Is there a password?
Yes, hang on.
Everybody's like, who does not know how to open a fucking candy bar?
The thing, yeah. Oh, there it went.
Oh, you rip them
You
off.
just rip one off. There you go.
Damn, that's fucking, like, futuristic right there.
Oh, it's got chocolate on the bottom, wafer on the top.
Cool. Sounds like an Oreo, maybe.
I like wafers. Let's see.
I don't like the smell. Huh. It's like delicious cardboard.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. It's dry.
The chocolate saves it a little bit.
It's like the what are those? You know, those little vanilla wafers you can buy, or the chocolate wafers,
Yeah.
and they have the creamy stuff in the middle. Because what this has too, but except it's got vanilla, and then it's got like a wafer, and then like a chocolate cream, and then a vanilla. No, then another wafer, then a vanilla cream, and then a chocolate coated wafer on top, I guess. Never heard of this damn thing.
Well, I can see why.
Is this new? Like brand new, or just first time you've seen it?
First time I've seen it. I wanted something unique to the pod.
There's hazelnut in there. That's what the chocolate is, I guess.
Is it?
Hazelnut and chocolate. Not a big hazelnut fan, but it was alright. I don't know if I'd give it a treat, but
Yeah, I'm right in the middle. It's not.
it's not.
It's not a trick. Or not a treat.
Won't they have other flavors besides hazelnut, or if that's like their go-to?
I don't know. We'll put. Okay, here's what I want. I want to give it the lowest bar possible for a treat. Like, I've only given out one trick, and that was to Almond Joy.
That would have been my treat.
We might have to go back and revisit that one since that's your favorite.
Yeah, it is. It is. And Mounds too. Mounds. I mean, it don't have the almond in it, and it has dark chocolate instead of milk chocolate. But anyway. All right.
What are you giving it? Treat?
A low facsimile of a treat.
Yeah, we're going to give it low treat. It is now time for the next dish of this Thanksgiving special. Grooves are us.
Grooves for us.
Now this is where we pick a funky dunky little spooky song. We're going to put it to a mixing pot cauldron. Mix it up to an awesome playlist on Spotify called Grooves Are Us on Spotify. And each episode we pick a song and add it to this amazing cauldron of tunes. And we're about to add 2 more to that list. I will pick this week first. This one's called Baby You're a Haunted House by Gerald Way. Gerald. Was it Gerald? Gerald?
G-E-R. What? Gerard?
Is that how you spell that?
Gerard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Gerard Way. It's called Baby You're a Haunted House.
I don't think I've ever heard that.
And I don't know if it's like a love song to the movie Monster House, or maybe he's in love with like a goth fat chick. And I don't know, but I really like the song. And the music video is really cool too. Have you ever seen the music video? I think they're dressed as skeletons. And
No. Okay.
it kind of sounds like a 1950s song. Okay, and your song.
Okay. Now, appropriately, I believe, I've picked the song Zombie. The Cranberries version.
next week he's gonna go pick the apple cider band.
It's a good song.
It's a good song, and you almost had another song with the same song, just a cover. You almost want the cover.
Yeah. Almost went with is it the Dark Wolves version of Zombie, the remake?
I guess.
But
Someone almost went with the remake, but you went with the OG cover.
I went with the OG.
Yeah.
This one's from 1993, I believe.
Oh yeah.
This is the one that this Irish group made after the IRA bombings in 93.
Oh fuck, that's a lot deeper than I thought that song was gonna be. Well, if you want to check these songs out, don't go to YouTube, don't go anywhere but our Spotify playlist, Grooves Are Us. Check out our cauldron of spooky tunes. It's time to get dark. And when I mean dark, I mean it's time for Dark Biographies. Yep.
Normally with Dark Biography, I do a person like we did. I did Romero. I did Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yep.
This time on the movie that we're going to do later.
There's no horror icons.
There's no horror icons in it. Singers and decent actors thrown into a questionable movie.
We'll get to that later.
Alright. So I just chose Dark Biography, The History of Zombies.
Alright. Let's dive brains first into this biography.
Alright, but it's not going to be exactly what you think.
What?
Yep.
What?
Yeah. You may not like this. Okay. A lot of this I got from History.com. Because I don't know this off the fly in my head. But, just a little bit about some history of zombies. The ancient Greeks, apparently may have been the first civilization terrorized by fear of the undead.
Oh.
Yeah. Archaeologists have unearthed ancient graves which contain skeletons pinned down by rocks and other heavy objects because they're afraid their corpses would reanimate and come back out.
That's cool as shit.
Mm-hmm. The Romanians did this too. I didn't look this up. It's just stuff I know, but the Romanians did this from fear of vampires. They thought that someone would be a vampire, and they would stake them and pin them down.
Can they just staple garlic to the top of the casket?
They didn't have staples. They'd be like, what's a staple? You mean like maybe nail it?
Yeah, nail it. Same thing.
Well, anyway, not really, but okay. But I see what you're saying. Okay. Zombie folklore has been around since... Now, we talked about the ancient Greeks, but the actual zombie folklore been around since the 17th century. Okay, in Haiti, when West African slaves were brought into work the sugarcane fields, brutal conditions left the slaves longing for freedom. According to some reports, the life, or rather afterlife, of a zombie represented the horrific plight of slavery.
Damn.
Deep.
Yeah.
Some of the voodoo religion believes zombies are people revived by a voodoo practitioner known as a bokor. Bokors use herbs, shells, fish, animals, parts, bones, other parts like that to create little concoctions, including zombie powders.
Damn.
Which contain tetrodotoxin. And tetrodotoxin, that's what it's called, is a deadly neurotoxin found in pufferfish.
Oh shit, that stuff's deadly.
Mm-hmm. At sublethal doses, not quite lethal doses, the powder may cause zombie-like symptoms such as difficulty walking, mental confusion, and respiratory problems.
So, hold on. Zombie powder makes people act like zombies just because it nearly kills them. I was like, of course it does. They're nearly dead. Of course they're going to have trouble walking and thinking. They're about to die.
And breathing.
They're acting like zombies. No, idiot. They need a hospital.
There are. I did a little research on this. I didn't write any of it down, but there was at least 4 or 5, maybe, I don't know, somewhere between 3 to 5 confirmed instances where somebody dosed someone and they somehow got dosed by someone with a zombie-like powder. Could be zombie powder itself. And they thought these people were dead and they buried them. And they come back later.
Rose out of the grave?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, one guy claims that what happened was he supposedly died, right? They buried him. 20 years later, he comes walking back up to his sister.
Yeah.
And he says, "I'm your brother." And all these other people confirmed it was him, and he was her actual brother, because she was a kid, I guess, when this happened to him. And apparently what had happened is they had dosed him, buried him, dug him up, right? And kidnapped him, because they knew he was alive, and forced him to work on a plantation, sugarcane plantation for 20 years. And he escaped and came back.
Fuck.
I know, right? I was like, what? But anyway.
That's actually fucking genius, but that's horrible. Genius, but horrible.
Horrible. Let's make sure we emphasize horrible there. Jeez. Okay. Let's see. According to the Undead... The Undead 18th Century. It's a book by Linda Troost. Zombies appeared in literature as far back as 1697 and were described as like spirits and ghosts. Yeah, but let's see. First movie to depict zombies, but it wasn't quite the zombies we're thinking of. It was White Zombies, 1932. Yeah, and then but as zombies as we see them now, 1968. Not a Living Dead. That's right. That's where it got its cult following. After that, people are like, "Ooh, yeah." I mean, and that took a while,
especially since Romero did like what, one in a decade.
Yeah, he did too. Let's see. There are no flesh-eating zombies in the Bible, but there are references to bodies being reanimated or resurrected. The book of Isaiah states, "The dead men shall live together, with my dead body shall they arise. Awake and sing, ye that dwell in dust, for the dew is as the dew of the herbs, and the earth shall cast out the dead." There are many there are many passages in the Bible about resurrection and saints, like Lazarus, and about resurrection of saints and sinners in the end times, and that may be why so many zombie stories are associated with the apocalypse.
Yeah, I just think people think they wipe out everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, because there's like,
how do you contain it?
It just, oh shit! If all the dead people came back, I think we'd be fucked. But if it was like people were alive, getting infected, dying, and doing that, maybe we'd have a chance.
But you're talking about... Okay, here's the thing.
Yeah.
How... It couldn't be like corpses from 1,000 years ago, because they're rotted away to nothing.
Yeah.
You know, it'd have to be more like
recent
deaths, because otherwise they've rotted to nothing.
Yeah.
It would have to be, because if somehow all the bodies throughout time of all the people have died, not being cremated or whatever,
yeah,
you're talking, holy shit, I don't know how many billions that is. I used to know that number. It was a huge number.
I said it on the on a previous random.
Oh, that's
facts.
right. In your random facts thing, yeah.
It was a fuck ton of how many people's died.
Yeah.
Approximately.
Yeah. Okay. And that was all I had. It was just a simple, short one.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to go into, this zombie movie was made, then this zombie movie, because if you're a zombie fan, you probably know them all anyway.
Yeah, you know the highlights.
Yeah.
It's now time to jump into the world of the small screen and horror on the small screen. Alright, so this is the final edition of the Cartoon Network's Halloween Part 2, Grossest Halloween Ever, with the final 2 cartoons up here. It is Powerpuff Girls, Wreaking Havoc, and I Am Weasel, Power of Odor.
Let's do the stinky one.
They're both stinky.
Oh, yeah, they were both stinky, that's right.
So we'll start with Powerpuff Girls.
Okay.
Wreaking Havoc. What'd you think?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's sure. The chili. The professor's is that his name? The professor.
Professor Utonium.
Utonium.
Yes.
So it's just some made up name.
Utonium's like some kind of science shit.
Is it?
Yeah, you hear the word a lot in The Simpsons because they work in like a nuclear power plant.
Now, okay, I've heard of plutonium. I don't think I've ever heard of utonium.
Same thing. I don't know.
Okay.
Science shit. I'm not.
You're not Bill Nye the Science Guy?
Yeah, I'm not Bill Nye the Science
Guy. All right. Listen.
I just assume it's a science term.
All right. Okay, so there's
So there's a cooking chili competition going on, right?
Uh-huh.
And the professor wants to win so bad, but he's a shitty cook.
All right.
So he decides to kill the town by putting a deadly dose of chemical X in there.
I don't think that was his intentions. I think his intentions were
this
special X, which is really special X.
Chemical X.
Chemical X, yeah. That made the Powerpuff Girls Butternut,
Buttercup,
Sharpie, and...
no, not Sharp. Buttercup, Bubbles, and Blossom.
Bubbles and Blossom. Okay,
Yes.
it's not Sharpie.
No, not Sharpie. It's not a fucking Powerpuff Girl.
Oh.
So I guess he's thinking, if this can create something beautiful like the Powerpuff Girls, it should do wonders on the chili.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking in court of law, he was trying to kill the town. If I was thinking like the opposing...
you think that's what the prosecutor would be saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it didn't work out for him.
No.
Apparently, because he wanted to put these... He said, okay, this chili's missing something. This chili's missing something. It already made the little girls throw up, but they couldn't tell him the truth.
Yeah.
No, we can't tell him that his chili tastes like shit. But then he's sitting there asleep, and he goes, it's missing something. What's it missing? And then before that, when he said something was missing, he poured fucking coffee in it. But
yeah, that's probably what his fucking problem is.
Yeah, and but this time he said,
If
I'm
I
going to put
her-
a drop, just one drop of chemical X in it.
Yeah.
But the problem was, all three of the girls decided to do the same thing on their own.
Yeah.
Each one of them, so I guess there were 4 drops of chemical X in it. And was it one drop that created them?
No. He busted that bitch open.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I think quite a bit got in there.
Oh. What was his original plan?
Fuck.
What was he making?
I can't remember. I know
Grits. I'm making, 20-minute grits and...
So, if I remember correctly, they go back in time and save him when he was a kid, and it changed his whole life. And I think he was trying to recreate them, the girls who saved him when he was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I think if I remember correctly, Mojo Jojo was his little monkey helper, and then when he created the Powerpuff Girls, he went crazy and left.
Okay.
And then he became a supervillain. And I think he pushed Professor, and then that's what made him bash the Chemical X in there. I don't know.
So was he his assistant or his partner or something?
No, he's more like an assistant monkey.
Oh.
I don't know. It's been so long. I think it's either they talked about it in the Powerpuff Girls movie or it was one of the episodes they do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what he was trying to...
Well,
that's what I remember. If I remember correctly, he was trying to recreate him from when he was a kid. He saw some girl save him.
Uh-huh. Well, who's the strongest? Bellflower, Buffy, or Sharpie? Or Butternuts?
Buttercup is
Buttercup.
like the most aggressive. I'd say she'd probably be the strongest. And then Blossom's like the leader, the level-headed, the most, I guess, above average.
So is Green the...
Buttercup.
Buttercup, okay.
Red's Blossom, and Bubbles is Blue. She's the sweet one.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if she's got anything better than the others. I think she could talk to animals. And then I think Buttercup... No, Blossom has ice powers. They each have their own special ability.
Does one have fire?
No. Bubbles can speak to animals. Blossom has ice breath. And Buttercup can, like, curl her tongue up to, like, a U. Like, that's what her special power is.
How does it help her fight crime?
You don't.
Okay.
And then,
Okay.
yeah.
Alright, well...
So, so the town gets, instead of dying, they just start shitting their bridges. And the whole town starts farting and creates a fucking fart monster.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like all the stink fart goes down, gas goes down into the sewer and creates this stink monster, methane creature, whatever. And wow, and it cracks me up because when he wins the chili contest before the methane monster and everything, he gets that big trophy.
Yeah,
and he knocks his Nobel Peace Prize off of his trophy counter there and puts that in its place. I thought, oh, that's okay.
Yeah. Priorities.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. They couldn't fight the monsters, and at one point they ended up sucking the fart in. I was like, you're just fucking sucking up everybody's ass
Yeah,
gas.
it made them all sick.
And they don't even have a fucking nose. And they
don't have a nose. They put these nose clips on. And I said, what are you putting them on? You don't have a nose.
I guess they have a nose. It's just like kind of like Hello Kitty has a mouth, but you just don't see it.
Okay.
I guess it's kind of like that.
All right.
Yeah. So eventually they just Blossom just gets a giant match and sucks them away.
Yes.
Now, hypothetically, they have laser beams. If they would have shot laser beams at it, would it have blown up the whole town?
Maybe methane. Maybe, yeah.
I was like, man, I would have used laser beam on it. I was like, I also probably would have killed the whole town.
Wouldn't the match have ignited it too, though?
That's what I was thinking. I was like, either way. I don't know.
Where did she say she got the giant match from? Somewhere from season 1, the same place she got something else from
She got
season
a giant
2, episode 1.
She got a giant, like, glass jar. I think where she put. I think it's where they put all the cockroaches. They had a guy who controlled cockroaches.
And they put them all in a jar.
I think, if that's what I remember.
Okay.
And yeah.
For storyline purposes, I got this in the same place. Okay.
I wish they would. I don't like fourth wall breaking. The only time I think it's acceptable is with Deadpool.
Mm-hmm.
That's just me.
Harley Quinn does it too.
Does she?
I thought so. Does she not?
I don't think so. No, not to that extent.
Yeah.
If she does, it might just be comic books.
Yeah, I've never seen it on the any of the animated stuff.
No.
Okay, so
So overall, what'd you think?
I mean, for what it was, I guess it was alright.
Yeah. Now you're probably thinking, like, what does this got to do with Halloween? I'm like, well, it's on the horror Halloween DVD. Now the Halloween's themed grossest Halloween ever, so I guess it's more a gross factor. It's also a fart monster, so it's a monster's a monster.
I mean, and the other one,
Snow monster.
Was also no, but there was also a lot of farting going on.
Yeah.
In the other one as well.
So we're gonna jump on over to I Am Weasel, Power of Odor.
You don't need pants for the victory dance, 'cause Baboon's better than Weasel. IR Baboon, big star cartoon.
I am Weasel.
IR Baboon reigns king in his mind. He's just as good as the weaselly kind, but round every corner he's likely to find.
I am Weasel. I am Weasel. I am Weasel.
What do you think of this one?
Okay, I haven't watched apparently many episodes of this. I've seen the big ass baboon who likes to smell his ass a lot for some reason. I've seen you watching that. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
I don't and he is not the brightest thing either, is he? IR Weasel? No, IR Baboon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weasel's just Weasel.
Okay.
I always like Baboon better because...
Well, it's like who is that? I always felt poor Wile E. Coyote.
Well, he's not trying to eat Weasel.
I know, but I thought that too. I thought poor Baboon just wanting to be a pig farmer, mind his own business, and everybody's got to be a dick. You know.
And he's an asshole all the time, and everybody's like, "Why are you such an asshole?" I'm like, to be fair, in the fucking opening credits, Weasel ran his ass over with a jet, then ran his ass over with a car. Mm-hmm. He just
not even paying attention. Just boom.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I was,
by the way, if you're gonna commit a crime like hitting someone with a car, maybe not shout out your name. Like, he ran him over and goes, I am Weasel!
I am Weasel!
I was like, oh, good. The witnesses know your fucking name now, doofus.
Yeah.
It's not like, I'm not going to hit like an old lady with my car. Like, I am Sean Deals! Vroom, vroom, vroom!
Tell him Captain Cool sent you to the hospital.
I mean, maybe if I was, like, kind of frame somebody, like, I don't know who the fuck I'd frame, but...
Yeah.
I am Vincent Willingham, Nashville, Tennessee... Drive away. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, in this one, Baboon becomes a pig farmer, and he's feeding all the pigs nothing but beans, and they're shitting their britches, and it's stinking up the whole town. Mm-hmm. We took some notes on the actors. The mayor in this show is played by Dom DeLuise.
Dom DeLuise.
I know him from All Dogs Go to Heaven. He played Scratchy.
Okay.
And you know him
from a lot of movies. He played what was that? Fatso. He was
Casper.
Huh?
Casper? Fatso?
No. Fatso, the movie Fatso.
Oh, I think Fatso.
Cannonball Run 1 and 2. You haven't seen Cannonball Run 1 and 2? You've got to see Cannonball Run 1 and 2. It's kind of like the what are the movies where it's all about a big race,
like Rat Race.
Like Rat Race, but and there's this race called the Cannonball Run, and you race. Damn it! It's been so long since I've seen it now. But Dom DeLuise is the co-pilot to the star, who is the pilot of his car, Burt Reynolds. Huh. They're the star, both of them. And if I'm not mistaken, no, Sally Field wasn't in that. She was in Smokey and the Bandit. But there's a whole team of racers like Rat Race. You know, there's a whole bunch of different racers. You know that from like there's these two hot girls from somewhere, and they drive a Lamborghini. And one of them is Daisy Duke.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I can't remember who the other one was.
Well,
but anyway, it's just all these different racers, and Jamie Farr's in it too, I think. But Dom DeLuise,
cool.
He's hilarious.
Scratch from All Dogs Go Heaven. Okay. Weasel was played by Michael Dorn.
Worf.
I guess.
Worf from Star Trek, right?
I guess. I don't watch Star Trek.
Pretty sure that's Worf from Star Trek.
Was he the dad and sister? That might be two different people I'm thinking of.
I don't know. I don't know that I even watched this. No, you.
The two different guys.
The dad from Sister. I can't remember who that was.
Was it not Michael Dorn?
I doubt it.
Oh, okay, never mind. I might be thinking of two different guys.
It might be. Michael Dorn was the Klingon Worf. He was like the second.
Is he the guy who looks
He was the head of security.
Is he the guy who looks like his forehead's always scrouched up?
Yeah. He's got that the stuff on his forehead.
Yeah.
And he's got the long hair. And he's like the strongest one of them besides, I think him and Data are the strongest two or something. Anyway. But he was on Star Trek The Next Generation. And then I think he was on Deep Space Nine for a while.
Okay.
Anyway.
And Baboon is played by legendary voice actor Charlie Adler. He plays Chicken, Cow, Red Guy, and Cow and Chicken. He plays Mr. Bighead in Rocco's Modern Life. Played Buster Bunny in Tiny Toons. Or is his name Buster? Or Buster Bunny. That's what it was. Buster Bunny.
Okay.
Anyway, unless you're like a voice acting nut like me, you probably don't know who he is.
No clue. Did you say he played Chicken?
And Cow and Chicken?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He played Cow, Chicken, and the Red Guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty good because Cow and Chicken sound nothing alike.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And,
Hello, big brother.
Oh, that show used to be so funny.
I got the whole series.
I remember watching that one. Now, that one I thought was funny.
I Am Weasel's a spin-off of Cow and Chicken.
Oh, is it? Okay.
So, anyway, let's go back to the story. The pigs are farting. Whole town's pissed.
Mm-hmm.
They call in Weasel because...
They call the mayor.
Oh, they call the mayor.
The mayor calls in Weasel because apparently that's his go-to guy.
And then he fucking, builds a flower that can, suck up farts and turn it to a good scent.
Yeah. And this pisses the baboon off, our baboon, because he's like, well, that's not the same. That smell's not the same, you know.
Yeah.
And so he sells the pig farm, and him and the pigs leave for L.A., I guess.
So which one do you like better?
Oh, shit. I like the baboon. I like the baboon always sniffing his own ass. I just...
You like the I Am Weasel better?
Yeah.
Out of all the cartoons you watched on the DVD, what was your favorite?
I don't know. I like the baboon pretty good.
What about the Billy and Mandy one? There was the Kids Next Door.
The Billy and Mandy one was funny.
Yeah.
It was really funny. Because he kept getting his ass whooped. All these damn women were flirting with him.
There's also the Kids Next Door with the
that one confused me.
Beard.
That one confused me. I like that Mark Hamill did that voice. I didn't even know it.
Yeah.
But that one confused me because I'm like, he's killing these people running over their houses
with a ship.
With a ship.
Yeah.
That's not even on water.
He don't give a fuck.
No.
And there was also the Ed and Eddie episode where they go to the manor.
Yeah.
And then there was the Dexter's Lab with the cooties.
With the cooties.
So what do you think your favorite was?
I still like the Weasel.
Weasel? My favorite...
Weasel and the Billy and Mandy made me laugh.
Yeah.
So...
My favorite was the one you didn't watch, which was the one me and Mary watched in episode 1, Frank and Bravo.
Oh, and I like Johnny Bravo. Now, he's funny. I like Johnny Bravo. Me and your mama used to watch that one when you were a kid. We would... if you were watching these little crazy cartoons like the I Am Baboon and or whatever, we wouldn't be paying much attention to it. Although we thought the Cow and Chicken was funny, but we always thought Johnny Bravo was funny.
Yeah.
Hoo-ha, here! That was funny. I'm Mama.
Alright, and that's going to conclude this week's Horror on the Small Screen.
This game contains scenes of graphic violence and extreme gore. Viewer discretion is strongly advised. Something is horribly wrong in the small town of Willamette. The mall has become the breeding ground of unspeakable mayhem. As veteran photojournalist Frank West, you suspect a terrifying conspiracy of epic proportions. You have 72 hours to uncover the story of a lifetime. The only way to survive is to grab whatever you can get your hands on. So little time. Chop. Till you drop. Dead Rising for the Xbox 360.
What time is it?
I don't know, 7:30, I think.
Oh, dude, we almost missed Fred Cook.
Who?
Fred Cook, the guy from Channel 13 News.
Oh, that probably racist dude?
The guy that tells it like it is.
Okay. Let's go watch Fred Cook.
Alright, let's go.
You're now watching Channel 13 News. And here's your man, Fred Cook.
Oh! Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. We here at Channel 13 News like to bring it to you real, like it should be. There's a rumor going around that there's some strange noises coming out of the sewer, and we asked Sheriff Whitebread about these strange noises coming out of the sewer, and he said, "I'm on lunch break." Oh, and also, since we couldn't get anything out of Sheriff Whitebread, we sent our new intern, Charles, to investigate the noises coming from the sewer. Have we heard back from Charles? Oh. Shit. Hey, Bobby. We might need a new intern. Still no word from the military. But, I'm sure they'll be making a statement soon. Okay, since it's Thanksgiving, I thought I would share an old family recipe with you. Now, first of all, I don't know if you've heard this. My grandpappy, Beauregard Cook, he used to tell me this story about these freaky mushrooms that make you laugh or cry when you eat them. Well, I got the cure. So great grandpappy Beauregard Cook taught me this recipe. I said, Grandpappy Beauregard, and he said, yeah. And I said, what is this recipe you talk about? And he said, oh, I got some secret recipe ingredients. And I said, oh, do you now? What might those be? Here it is. I'm going to teach you how to make Grandpappy Beauregard Cook's secret hash potato sandwich. Here are some things you'll need. You'll need a pot of boiling water. You will need two bacon potatoes and one very large meat cleaver. Well, now what you do is you fill that pot full of the boiling water. You put those potatoes in there. You boil them for about 10 minutes. And then you pull those out. You get your meat cleaver. You hash those up. Now they need to be fine. They need to be fine. You cut those up fine. Don't make those thick. You cut those fine. Like hash brown. You know, you've seen hash brown. I know beginners of the culinary arts. You would buy the hash brown in a bag, freezer bag, yeah, at the supermarket. But we are making our own, and like I said, you need to cut them fine. And after you've cut those fine, then you get you some sour cream. You get you some shredded cheddar cheese, and you get you some melted butter, and you mix those up. Now you want to put you some salt and pepper on that. You definitely want to put you some salt and pepper on that, and then you put that on some white bread, and you got a hashed potato sandwich, and it'll cure them laughing and crying. Before we sign off, I want to give out the warnings. Be sure y'all lock y'all doors. There's zombies out there. Zombies. And stay away from the sewer, because there's some freaky chance coming out of that thing. And I don't have the 411 yet. Now, I guess that's it. Again, happy Thanksgiving. From us here at Channel 13 News. And tune in again tomorrow for breaking news. And I'm Fred Cook, signing off. And remember, don't be silly. Wrap your willy.
Okay, so here we are. We're at Thanksgiving dinner. Everybody's gathered around. Edgar found us some food, and hopefully we'll have a great dinner.
Who's that?
Hungry.
Oh, that's just Frank and Mary. She's my dead ex-girlfriend, who I kind of reanimated.
That's cool. Very creepy, but that's cool.
Okay. Everyone settle down. I'm going to say the graces. Dear the Lord, I just want to, we just want to thank you for this bountiful meal, this plentiful meal that you have provided for us, even though I scrounged all over the castle to find it, but you know what, you probably put it there. You work in the trickiest, mysterious ways, that's the one. Yes, thank you for these funyuns. Thank you for this, today old spam, but it's spam, it lasts forever, right? Also, thank you for this one can of the pork and beans that I found. So, everybody dig in on the pork and beans. Master doesn't like pork and beans. A very personal story. He don't like to go over, so we put those on everybody's plate but him. Also, thank you for the toenail clippings. beans for seasoning. That was, yes, don't really know how it got in the can of pork and beans, but, starting to think this might not be pork. And of course, let us not forget the 3 Slim Jims and the 18 breath mints, which we should definitely save for last, because, the pork and beans might be made out of people feet, and, might not be good for everybody. It's good for Edgar, might not be good for everyone. So yeah, let's all go around the table, and we can all just, we say something we are grateful for. How about we start with you?
Okay. I'm thankful for the Funyuns, and I guess this big-ass castle.
Let's see. Okay, yes, Litwick's pretty cool. I'm thankful for that.
I'm thankful for my Stoner 63 machine gun. Oh, and my bike that I named Charlie.
Flash.
I see you have a lot to be thankful for, you fucking weird monster thingy. Oh yeah, what Edgar is thankful for all these toenail clippings and my lovely wife Grina. She probably should have been first on the list. I am thankful for my beautiful room. Thanks to my new decorator. Motherfucker, I'm thankful for Little Ron. Motherfucker. Who is Little Ron? You got a son or something? He's not that little. So what, he's like 12? No, he's more like 14. Oh, okay. You fucking weirdo.
Edgar, I don't think Black Ron's gay.
Masters, let me ask you some things. Does Edgar's look stupid to use, Masters? Just answer. Does Edgar's look stupid to use? Because Edgar's does not look stupid to Edgar's. Edgar's looks very normal to Edgar's. But to you, Edgar's might look stupid. And Edgar wants to know, does Edgar's looks stupid to you?
No, you're totally right, Edgar. No, let's just eat.
Yes. Dig in, my friends.
It is now time for our feature presentation.
It is now time for your feature presentation.
Feature presentation time. This week, of course you probably know because you read the title of the video, is The Dead Don't Die.
The dead don't die.
But my hype for this movie does.
Yes, it did.
Oh,
I was so excited about this movie. And it made me not want to be excited for movies again.
Oh, damn.
You know, you get all hopped up and excited about some movies.
Yeah.
Okay. For me, one of my, let me see, one that really let me down. Halloween 3.
Let you down?
Let me down when I was a kid. I'm going in expecting Michael Myers and get pumpkins. And,
Yeah.
You know, kids dying and stupid shit. And another time, The Mist.
Let you down?
Let me down. You love the ending, but the ending killed the movie for me.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I loved it.
I'm sure you did.
Boy, it's just like, have you ever seen? It really thing that made me mad the most. Here's what made me mad the most.
Okay.
Is they had the ammunition to make a fucking masterpiece.
Mm-hmm.
They had the ammunition for it.
They did.
And they just fucking shit all over it.
They shit all over it.
And that's what makes me mad the most. If it was a bunch of like fucking Joe Schmo guys off the street acting, and say they like, I was like, I had no like, oh, it's just a zombie movie. Odds are zombie movies are bad.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, zombie movies are bad.
Yeah. Yeah, they make a ton of them, and most of them are shit.
And it's like shark movies.
Most of them are shit.
But
can you name that many shark movies that you thought weren't shit?
I could 5 maybe.
Are there 5?
Jaws. Deep Blue Sea.
Jaws. I like Jaws 2.
Okay, well, Jaws 2,
Deep Blue Sea for sure is one of the best shark movies I've seen. That and Jaws.
Fuck, what's the one where the rednecks put the sharks in the lake? I own it.
Yes.
Shark Night.
Huh?
Shark Night.
Shark Night. You like that?
I like Shark Night.
Did you?
I like Shark Night.
Why did they put the sharks, the rednecks put the sharks in the lake? Because I can't remember. And they're bull sharks, correct?
Yeah. They're dickheads. That's what I gathered. They're all just fucking dickheads.
Okay.
5.
I like the Meg.
I haven't seen it.
Oh.
So we'll count 5 as Meg. I was gonna say Finding Nemo, Shark's Tale.
Shark's Tale. The point was, most of them are shit. Just like zombie movies. Most of them are shit.
But, so, I just had high hopes for this, because you see Bill Murray, Adam Driver,
and
then you're like, damn, this gotta be good. No, it don't, apparently.
No. Oh, and not only did it have those two in it, who else did it have in it?
Steve Buscemi.
Steve Buscemi. Are you kidding me? Steve Buscemi, one of my favorites. Also, Danny Glover.
Danny Glover's in it. I'm not a big fan, but Selena Gomez is in it. I was like, okay, that's a big name.
Mm-hmm.
They had
Rosie Perez.
Who's that?
She's the anchor girl.
The anchor girl.
She was the anchor girl.
The cop girl.
The girl, the anchor, the girl that was on the news in the pink outfit.
In the movie?
Yeah.
Was the anchor girl?
Wasn't that her?
I know there's a news thing on the movie.
Well, anyway.
I don't know. But they had that one actor, that British actor, right? With the weird eyes. She was a samurai mortician.
Oh, the new, isn't she the new, Doctor Who?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think she's the new Doctor Who.
They had her in it. They had, there's this nerdy guy, he worked at a gas station. Was he working at a gas station? I thought it was a comic book store, but I think it turned out to be a gas station.
It's a gas station and comic book store, like a hodgepodge little place.
Yeah.
Yeah, what has he been in?
He was in Get Out. He was...
Was he? Who was he in Get Out?
So, you know, the black dude, I don't remember his name, I think it was Chris. He was in that white girl. He was her brother. He was the one who was kidnapping the black dudes off the street, and...
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Oh, that is him, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I did not realize that. And they had him looking a little different, though. Quite a bit different. He wasn't clean cut.
And he had, I think his hair was tied back in the movie, or shorter in the Get Out.
Oh, okay. I had high hopes for his character. I had high hopes for the Danny Glover, the sheriff,
everybody
except for maybe Stinky Bob or Hobo Bob or
Hermit Bob.
Hermit Bob, that was it.
No, the thing that pissed me off the most.
Okay.
No, everything pissed me off, but they spent an hour on character development, and then it all went to waste. Because nothing played out.
Nothing played out.
If you're going to do a 2-hour zombie movie, you might as well have them come out 5 minutes in the movie if they're going to have no character development.
The zombies didn't come out until like the last 40 minutes.
Yeah, or not character, but they have payoff to anything. There's no payoff.
No payoff in this movie. You get to learn. You get to see RZA was in it.
Yeah, RZA.
RZA was in it.
That was the best part because he had the woo PS instead of UPS. He had woo PS.
The woo PS. And he had the he had the cool sayings and everything.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, spin some of that wisdom for me or something.
Yeah.
And he had a pretty cool little saying. The next thing you know, he's fucking dead.
Yeah,
like, what? It didn't even show him die.
He just had his neck bit and he was in the store.
Yeah, I'm like, what? All of a sudden, he's a zombie.
Yeah.
And, of course, anybody knows Iggy Pop. He was in it. And he was...
A zombie, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was a zombie. He was he's the one that liked coffee.
Yeah.
He was one of the ones that killed the girl in the diner. One of the girls in the diner. And then the girl with the weird... With her hand, her arm was like attached to her head or something.
Yeah.
She killed the other one. And I'm like, okay, there's something wrong with this girl.
Mm-hmm.
They got killed very easy. Like everybody got killed very easy, though, I think.
Yeah. The only ones who actually put up a fight was...
The sheriff and the...
No. Well, yeah.
Yeah, he did, kind of.
They put up a fight, but they should...
Oh, they mean the mortician?
I was talking about... Did she live? Yeah, she's the only one who lived.
Yes, she lived. I was like, what? No, also Hermit Bob lived.
Her
I guess.
Her and Hermit Bob, the only two lived.
Yeah.
But, like, the ones I really thought put up a fight was the nerd and Danny Glover.
For a while.
And then, like, they could have saved them. And they didn't.
They said, you think they're still alive? I don't know. I don't want to get out. I hated the deputy. The girl deputy.
Oh, I didn't like Adam Driver's character either.
No, and they broke the fourth wall on that, too.
Yeah.
And I thought that was stupid.
They're like, he goes, how do you know that? He goes, I read the script. And then at one point he goes, well how do you know this song? He goes...
Because he kept saying, this is going to end badly.
Yeah.
He kept saying it.
Now, it would have been cool if they didn't break the fourth wall. I thought it would have been okay. God, this movie pissed me off. It's
my God.
I have such a disrespect and distaste for the writer of this movie and the director. Just because he made this movie.
Uh-huh. And he all of his movies are like this.
Really?
Yeah. They have like elements of
shit.
No, I mean, he it's like he thinks he's Romero or something because he's trying to say this is society. Society is a certain way, and we don't need to be like this. But that movie didn't show anything worth a shit. I mean, I guess his point was maybe our greed and overconsumption of shit is going to cause this. But I mean, my God, come on, that movie was so bad. And then poor Bill Murray, he was like Andy Griffith stuck in this little town because like. He just ready to retire. And he never explained why he didn't retire. He said, why I didn't retire. Then they never even went into that.
Nope.
And I'm like, what?
No, it's just shit writing. He's a shitty writer. I did get like a cool creepy effect when the zombies came alive.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all that happened. Like nothing. And then like, oh boy.
What was the name of this town? Centerville.
God, this really pissed me off.
Yeah. And the dead speak.
Yeah, I would see.
And they like shit that they liked before they were dead. Like that one likes coffee.
If that was it, and say the rest of the script was okay, I could have accepted that.
Right.
I could have been like, okay, but because that didn't ruin it for me.
Right. And you remember why the zombie apocalypse happened in this movie? This is another thing.
No, I remember they started with the two who got struck by lightning, right? Or was they no? I don't know.
Polar fracking.
Oh, that's right. The fucking thing was flipping
caused
around.
the Earth to tilt on its axis, and it caused the zombies to come alive. That's what it was, and that was his take on if we don't do something about the environment. This is an example of something that can happen, I guess. But
everybody will start having bad dialogue. That's what I'm most afraid about.
Yeah. One thing did you notice? Remember the young kids? that you thought were going to play into it too, and then next thing you know, they're dead.
Yeah.
Right, because I mean, I'm thinking, okay, this girl is going to play some kind of little part in this.
And she had a whole romance, kind of like a hint at a romance with the nerd.
Uh-huh.
They never saw each other again.
Never saw each other again because... And then he acted like it was nothing that they were, she was dead. Remember? When he went in there and he found the 3 dead bodies and he's like, they're dead. So he just hacked them up with a machete.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well... And he was like calm throughout the whole thing and he kept saying... First he was saying, well, this is going to end badly. Then he was calm throughout the whole thing. And Bill Murray's like, why are you so calm?
I said, I read
the script. I know what's going to happen. It's just dumb. But anyway, the kids were driving a 68 Pontiac Le Mans.
Yeah. I thought he said 69.
I'm pretty sure it was a 68. Was it not?
I think it said 69. And I was like, wait, they can't be right because they said it's what they drove in Romero. But I was like, oh, wait, but if it was the year before, that year before after would already be out, right? Mm-hmm. So that's what I was thinking.
It's the same one. It's the same car that Barbara and Johnny were in.
Yeah.
But 68 Pontiac Le Mans.
And I made me mad they even spoke that movie's name out loud in this piece of shit. I'm like, you fucking don't put that word in your mouth. Don't fucking pay homage.
Uh-huh.
You need to pay homage to shit. That's what you are.
Uh-huh.
God. Okay. That song they played sucked. They kept playing that one song.
Yes, the Dead Don't Die song.
And
they were like, oh, that's from what's his name? And they said, oh, it's such a good song. It's a good CD.
Yeah, and there's like, what's his name? Sturgill Simpson. They kept stroking his fucking dick in this movie.
Oh man, they stroked it a lot.
And then like at one point, Selena Gomez is like, "Oh, I love this song." Like, ain't no way. And I'm like, 20-year-old little cute Mexican girl's gonna know who Sturgill Simpson is.
Uh-huh.
Ain't no fucking way. Ain't nobody know this shit.
Okay, let's talk about some of the stupid deaths.
All of them.
All of them. Correct. But do you want to pick one?
Oh boy.
Pick one out.
Okay, the teenagers didn't show their death.
Didn't show their death.
Didn't show Riz's death.
No, it showed that dumbass motel owner's death.
And then he's like, I forgot where he said they were from, but he went after them. I guess he killed them.
Yeah. How'd he get in if they locked the door? It showed them lock the door. See, the zombies know how to use keys then.
Probably.
I mean, probably in this one, yeah. Okay.
Because they were fucking playing sports. Remember? That one girl was playing like tennis, and some of them were playing soccer. Yeah. So I mean, if they could do that, why not use keys?
Sure, why not?
That's a piece of shit movie. They could do whatever.
They can do whatever they want. Mindy.
Which one's Mindy? The cop?
Yeah, she sees her granny and freaks out and jumps out the car and gets ate. What? Okay.
I thought she was gonna blow her head off. That would have made more sense. She had a gun.
Yeah, but instead she just steps outside and goes, "I can't take it. Hi, Granny," and then gets ate. Yeah. And then, I hated the scene where Bobby and Bobby and Hank got killed.
Oh, in the hardware store.
Yeah, in the hardware store.
That.
How is it they boarded up they had all that boarded up, and then they forgot about the back door?
Shit writing, but
Okay.
God, that death pissed me off the most, I think. When, because, those were the characters I was rooting for the most.
Mm-hmm.
And the Bill Murray and Adam Driver could have saved him. Like, nah. That's too scary. And then later on in the graveyard, like, let's fight to the death.
Yeah,
okay.
They all of a sudden Bill Murray's like, oh, okay, I'll fight to the death since it's in the script that it don't end well for us. So anyway,
I just see this.
And then they tried to bring in the cool-ish mortician.
Yeah.
And I thought, she is weird looking. There's something wrong with her. And your mama said, it's probably an alien. She looks like an alien. Fuck me if she wasn't. I was like, what? Because when I saw that flying saucer show up,
yeah,
I'm like, fuck me, she was right. She is an alien. So the only one that can handle themselves in this apocalypse is an alien. And then she gets... Hermits. And she got zapped up to the...
Why didn't she take Bill Murray and Adam Driver with her? She said, let's meet up in the cemetery.
Yeah, and then she went and got rescued by her people, her alien brethren, and left them there. And apparently they were stuck because they had ran over zombies.
Yeah.
And
you could have still left.
Couldn't they just walk the other way or something?
Yeah. And why say I'll meet you in a cemetery? And then like
they were inside a locked police station with a bolted iron door with a heavy iron bar. That's when I first realized. I mean, aside from her look, I knew something was off. When Bill Murray, one of them pulled that big, thick slab of iron bar off of the door hinges to, the one that had the door bolted shut right in the police station. He took both hands, straining to get it out. She grabbed it with one hand. He handed it to her, and she picked it up with one hand and was sitting there staring at it. Yeah. And I'm like, what? So that's when I knew there was something up with her. But
I just don't understand, like, why say meet up and just like deuces? Because they saw her, they watched her do it.
They did.
So she probably knew they were right there.
She knew they were right there. She just walked right past them.
I was like, God, this.
I'm glad I lured you to your death. And then he was like,
hold on,
because he's like, well, so it don't end well in the script for us and all this, and they're talking about the script. Then the flying saucer shows up, and Bill Murray goes, "Was that in the script?"
No.
And he's like, "No, that wasn't in the script."
Why do you think they did this piece of shit?
I don't know. I don't know how. This was direct to Netflix or DVD or something, right?
Yeah.
There's no way this was at the fucking movies.
I'd hope not. I'd hope they got their fucking money back.
Yeah. Because if I was a producer and I'm like, yeah, here's some money, make me a zombie movie with Bill Murray, because, Zombieland worked out so well.
Yeah.
And then this was what my return was. I'd have been like, oh, fuck. You're shitting me.
Yeah.
I would never hire that director again.
Mm-mm. I don't see why all these actors agreed to be in this. Do you think it's because of the director? Or?
I don't know. Maybe he's done some better films.
I mean, you couldn't be that hard.
Yeah, it couldn't be hard to do a better film than this, right?
Oh.
Like Kylo Ren. I imagine he has better offers out there.
He has to.
I imagine Bill Murray definitely has better offers out there. Is he like a buddy of his?
He hinted at it in the movie. He was buddies with the director.
Yes, he did, because he talked about them hanging out all the time. That's probably why he did it. I don't know why Adam Driver did it. Maybe he knows him too, but...
What'd you think of
I imagine all of them might be like a buddy of his, and they agreed to do it.
Yeah.
But I bet when they saw the final movie, they were like, damn.
Damn, this movie pissed me off.
Hermit Bob. Oh, and the 3 kids survived.
What,
the 3 kids from the detention center.
Did they? I guess.
I mean, I guess. Of course there's no closure to that either. It's just the kids go, I know a place to hide, and you never see them again.
It's just a shit movie. Yeah, like, why have so many characters if they're not going to do anything with them?
They did nothing with them. Nothing. I mean, you don't... Okay, we get to learn the new Doctor Who is an alien.
Yeah.
In this movie.
And if they weren't going to help anybody, why leave the fucking police station?
Yeah. Yeah, because they said we need to go out there and do our job.
Yeah. And then didn't
do it. All they did was eventually end up at the cemetery to get killed. The whole movie was so pointless. I swear it was pointless.
Where are you rating it?
What's the lowest rating?
I guess I imagine a 1.
Okay, a 1. I'm gonna give it about a 1.
I'll give it a 2.
Just because it had Bill Murray in it.
It did. It had a creepy atmosphere to it. And not much else. It was a movie.
Mm-hmm. It was a movie. It was a movie. Tom Waite, the singer and actor, is the one that played Hermit Bob, by the way.
Was there anything you liked about this movie?
Let's see. I like the beginning, the first 5 minutes.
Yeah. I kind of...
When they go out and they find Hermit Bob, and he's like, "Hey, Bob." What was that? What was the sheriff's name? Cliff?
Yeah.
"Fuck you, Cliff." You know, I liked that little bit of the movie, that little bit of dialogue there. I thought, okay, this movie ain't gonna be bad. Went south from then out.
It reminded me of Walking Dead a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Two cops in a small town. That's cool.
Yeah.
So I had after that first 5 minutes, and then I had high hopes. I was like, man, this might be okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, it just got shit from there. I was like, oh no.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the character development, was going for a minute. It just went nowhere. Was the problem?
There's no payoff.
There's no payoff.
Nothing paid off.
Nothing paid off. And who was like the scene at the diner? After the after scene, after they've been ripped apart,
and then all the cops were investigating.
And the cops were investigating. They go, and first Hank says, well, maybe it's a wild animal, or a couple of wild animals, and then the idiotic Adam Driver went in there, and he came out and he said the same thing, and then Hank was like, well, that's what I said. And then the girl goes in, and she says the same thing when she comes out.
Yeah.
Is that just lazy writing, or was it funny that all three of them thought the same thing?
Yeah. I thought it was funny, but it was too drawn out. They could have done a little bit better job of editing some of that out.
Oh, it was a huge scene. That scene was like, 5 minutes long?
They could have done a better job on editing some of that out.
Yeah.
Like, maybe have other stuff happen to distract you, because it's just the joke and another joke, and because they did it back to back to back. If they would have had filler in between each one to spread out the humor, it made it funner if you were to spread those out. Have other shit go on.
Yeah,
at the same time.
And I'm thinking, after I saw this movie, I'm thinking, okay, it's a comedy. When I say that, like.
Kind of like you would say it's a movie.
Okay, so I didn't really see it as a horror movie. It's like I guess a horror comedy sci-fi.
Yeah,
if I had the aliens in it.
If I had to put it in a genre, I'd put it in waste of my fucking time genre.
Big shiny turd.
Yeah. This is definitely the lowest ranking movie we've rated on this show.
Oh, is that right?
Beating out Frankenhooker by a lot. Frankenhooker made this shit look like... Ooh, Frankenhooker looks like fucking the Joker after this.
Oh, well, wasn't impressed.
Nope. And hopefully next week we'll bring you a much better zombie movie.
If I had known how bad this one was, we wouldn't have put it on the list.
Well, I'm glad we did, just because I want to review bad and good. Because if you're really going to talk about zombie movies as a whole, there's going to be some bad in there. And it's good we talk about some of the bad.
Yeah. Well, I guess. This one was so bad, it felt like I wasted my hour and a half.
Yeah. And,
like, that is time I am never getting back.
You're giving it a 1, I'm giving it a 2.
Uh-huh.
Basically, what we're saying is shit, and it shouldn't be shit because of all it had going for it and all it could have been.
It had an amazing little cast.
It could have been phenomenal.
Like, everybody I saw was some kind of star.
Yeah.
Okay, even the girl, Mindy, the deputy, has been in some movies, and she was second wife on Big Love.
I don't know what that is.
It was an HBO show that starred the late Bill Paxton.
Oh.
And he was a polygamist, and she was wife number 2.
Okay.
Yeah. Second wife.
Well, next episode we'll have a better movie for you. I mean, by chance, we'll have a better movie for you. Well, gang, that's a wrap on today's Thanksgiving special. Had a pretty good one. Let's just hope it's not our last.
Not if I can help it. I'm gonna head back out. See if I can find some answers on this zombie nightmare.
You sure you don't want Edgar to go with you? You could use him as a battering ram. You find doors you can't open. Or, I have a secret compartment around my back that I sometimes hide things in. You could hide like weapons or like, maybe like as long as you just have like maybe a Derringer or like a smaller, gun. That and Edgar makes excellent henchmen for carrying things. You know what? Edgar probably would just get in the way. Edgar going to sit this one out.
You sure? Hey, you sure you don't want to spend the night? Like, it's pretty dark. Zombies outside. I got a spare spot right in my bed.
Sorry, friendo, but if I don't go out there right now, more lives will be lost. Till next time, guys.
Well, gang, it's time to say goodbye. And until next time, from us, the folks at Fears Are Us, we say good night and happy Thanksgiving. Really?